What's up, everyone out there? Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube video. Finally, guys, it's been a long time coming and it's finally time to start dropping content, and I want to go ahead and introduce my first deal. I closed on, it was a Bandit Sign lead, guys. I closed on this deal back in October of 2020. I want to let you know, guys, how I did it. The marketing source was a Bandit Sign. It was actually in Brazoria County at a Walmart, okay? And I had call rail systems in place. I had PropStream in place. I had Redfin in place. And I used dirtcheapsigns.com to order my Bandit signs. I think about 100 signs was about $175.27. And they're about $1.58 a piece. And then I think I ordered another round of 500 signs for $575.64, and they were at 98 cents a piece, okay? So the more signs you order, the cheaper they are per sign, and the less signs you order, you may not pay as much, but you are gonna be paying more per sign. So I started off with 100 signs, and it cost me about $175, you know, maybe a pair of Air Jordans, a pair of Yeezys, who knows, right? And I was able to get a $10,000 payday. That's right, 10 grand, okay? I'm gonna run through how this went. It was a Tuesday night, okay? Tuesday night, I had my Bandit signs. I used 14-inch zip ties, and I poked 2 holes in the Bandit signs, and I would hang them on stop signs, okay? And I hung them up at a Walmart out in Brazoria County. And the next day I was at work. At this time, I was still bartending, waiting tables, on the clock working, which is great. Don't quit your job. Stay on your job even after you close your first deal. Unlike me, I quit my job when I closed my first deal, and I shouldn't have done that. But now, you know, there's no turning back, and I'm full throttle. But don't quit your job when you close your first deal. If you can hold on and use that money and recycle it, I'm telling you, it's a great idea. Eventually, you may want to get to that point. But I was a hothead and I quit too soon. And I don't suggest anyone to do that, to be honest. But if you feel that way and you feel froggy, go ahead and get your jump on, because I know I did. But yeah, so it was a Bandit Sign lead, and he called me. I was on the clock at work, and I had my phone out on the counter by the register. I mean, there was guests in the bar, but I had the bar maintained. It was a little vacant. And I had a bartender friend I was working with, and I was like, man, like I gotta answer this call. So I pick up the phone call. So whenever you have a call come in from CallRail, it'll let you know which number is calling. So CallRail is a system where you can have a number for your website, for your Facebook ads, for your car magnets, for, you know, your Bandit signs, or any other marketing strategy that you want to use, particularly for a phone number. And I have a number for my Bandit signs. And when I picked up the phone, it said, you have a call from Bandit Signs. And I was like, oh my God, someone's calling my phone. And I said, hello, thank you for calling We Buy Houses. This is Steven speaking. And next thing you know, the conversation opens up. He tells me, hey, this is my name. I'm in this location and I want to sell my property. I said, okay, awesome. Well, thank you for calling. You know, what's the property address, and you know what's going on. Best question to ask, why do you want to sell this property? It's the best question. And he told me why. And then I asked him, when do you want to sell the property? And he told me when. And then I asked him, you know, do you have an idea how much, you know, you think the property is worth and what you're looking to get for it? Why do you want to sell? When do you want to sell? And for how much? Okay. Do you have somewhere to go after, you know, you sell this property? You know, that's if the property's owner occupied. Do you have somewhere to go? Okay, awesome. And then I got into the freeps, right? I got into the foundation. How's roofing? How's electricity? How's AC? How's plumbing? How's the structure of the property? You know, and pretty much I was able to, you know, get the information from him. I was on the clock at work, so I was not able to look at comps and things like that. But I didn't care, because based off the number he told me and where he told me the house was located, I had a great idea, a good idea, and a good feeling that that was a good deal anyway. So he told me how much he was looking to get for it. I got the address, I got home, okay? So I'm gonna tell you how much this deal cost me. This deal right here cost me about $600 in Bandit Signs marketing, because my first set of 100 signs, I didn't get any deals, okay? So that was about $175. And then the second signs, I got 500 of those, and that was $575. So 75 plus 75 is 150. So you got six. So it cost me about $750 worth of Bandit Signs to get my first deal, okay? It didn't have to be that way, because my first 100 signs, I actually landed a good deal. But I had a limited mindset. I didn't trust anyone. I didn't know how to work a wholesale deal. But knowing what I know now, looking back at that deal, it was a deal. And I actually could have landed my first deal based off my 100 signs at $175. But because I didn't trust anyone, I didn't know anyone, I had a good deal. I didn't know how to work it. I didn't know how to lock it up. I didn't know how to negotiate. I lost it. And every day I drive past that house, because it's in the loop where I live. And it's gone. It's a rental property now. Somebody got it. So I just told myself that I would not let that happen. And I didn't know who to trust. I didn't know who to trust, who I could trust. I knew a couple of people, but I still had this limited mindset. This limited mindset. You got to have an abundant mindset. Was hard for me to break, and I'm still breaking it right now. But having that abundant mindset was what really helped me land my first deal. If you really wanted me to tell the truth, letting go of the limited mindset and having an abundant mindset. And it's not like, oh, I want to be a wholesaler. Oh, having an abundant mindset is when you have a deal, there's money to be made, but you got to actually trust other people to get this thing across the finish line. That is where the real abundant mindset comes into play. When you have money on the table and it's all on you, but you know you're going to need help to get this thing across the finish line, and you don't want to tell anyone about it because you feel like someone's going to scam you or stab you in the back, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose the deal anyway because you don't know how to do it. And I complained about this business. I complained about it. I thought it was a scam. I didn't believe in it. I did. I really thought this business was a scam. I did not believe that it was real, because it took me so long to close my first. It took me 2 years, two and a half years to close my first deal. I've been at this thing since 2018. Finally closed my first deal in 2020. So I'm not gonna be someone sitting up here all high and mighty like I had it all together, because I didn't. I just didn't give up. And I had doubts. I complained. But I just stayed with it because I had no other way out. I did not see another way out for me. And it happened for me. And I'm a better man for it. And I'm a better man because of the people in my community and that post on social media, and they know who they are. Thank you guys so much. And that's why I'm here doing this now, because I believe there's going to be somebody that I'm going to encourage and inspire to do this business, and it's going to change their life. But yeah, and just to get back on the deal, got home that evening, went to PropStream, and I looked at the numbers. I said, okay, I'm off around this. I get out there, talk to the guy. He opens the door. The house was full of blood, piss, urine, feces everywhere, termites. But this house looked like a dime on the outside. You got inside, it was terrible. And I didn't even think people could live like that. I mean, good God. But it was bad. It was really bad. And I felt sorry for the man because he was old. He could barely walk. He had a cane. I mean, he was a retired engineer. And I mean, this house was just too much for him. It was a four bedroom, 2.5 bath, big house, almost 3,000 square feet. I mean, just sitting on equity. He was not going to be able to sell it with an agent. He saw my Bandit sign, and something in him just jumped for him to write the number down. He called me, and we got it under contract. And Derek saw it on my Instagram story. He DM'd me and said, man, you need help getting it across the finish line? I was like, man, yeah, I do. He said, let's JV. He came out to the property. Derek had just had his baby. His wife was in the car. They're coming from the hospital, and Derek's stopping by the house. And at that moment, I knew, I was like, okay, I can do business with this guy right here, because it's something I probably would do. And Ben comes by and everyone checks the property out and we get under contract and everything's good to go. We set the closing date. All of a sudden the seller just backs out of nowhere. He's like, I want to get a job and try to pay my mortgage. I mean, dude, you're old. This guy was from India. I mean, he didn't have any family. He was from overseas. His wife divorced him and left. I mean, it was just, no one was there for this guy. He was trying to hold on, the seller's remorse. And I learned patience here. And it took almost about a month and a half after we got under contract for this guy to come back. And I thought I lost the deal. I was like, man, why is this business so hard for me to close? Could you imagine my mindset at that time? I was like, I'm trying to close this deal. This guy backs out. It was a deal. We had a buyer under contract with EMD. That was the closest I had ever been to closing on a deal. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe this was happening. I was like, this is not meant for me. At this point, I was like, this isn't meant for me. Like, I'm sitting here, I can't even close a deal with Ben and Derek. Like, this is not meant for me. And I'm back working. Like, I just stopped hanging up signs. I went back to work, went back to the employee mindset. And then Ben hits me up. He was like, Steven, reach out, just check on him. And then I just like, all right, I'll do it. And I called the guy and he was like, yes, Steven, I want to go ahead and sell. Let's do it. And I was like, oh, snap. So we got the wheels spinning again, and he needed a lease back because he didn't have any money. So he needed to pretty much needed the money from the sale of the house to relocate. And we did a lease back. So a lease back is when you let someone stay in the house after you close on the property, they get their money, right? They get paid for selling their house, but you let them stay in there another 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks, whatever the terms are, and they can use the money from selling their house to relocate. But they got to be out by the end of that contract, right? And we were able to do that. We got him out. I got him an apartment. He was able to cash out on a ton of equity, and I closed on my first deal. So yeah, if you want to listen to the conversation, here it is right here. But yeah, just stay tuned. Here's the conversation, and I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Steven Loud, and I have a ton of deals that I'm going to be posting, telling you stories on them and how things went. I want you guys to take notes, listen to it, learn from them. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram, or you can comment in the section on the YouTube video. I would love to share any details that you would need so that you can be successful wherever you are wholesaling real estate. And here's the conversation from the Bandit Signs. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon. Take care. Hello, this is Steven speaking. Thank you for calling We Buy Homes.
Yes, Steven. This is Mr. Pai calling from Pearland.
Hi, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. I just need some information. I have a house to sell.
Okay, yes, sir. Can I get the address, please?
3614. Get it.
Hold on one sec. That's 3614.
Garrettsville Drive. Garrettsville Drive.
Hold on 1 second. Can you spell that street for me one more time?
Sure. Garrettsville. Garrettsville.
Hold on, wait. So hold on. I'm sorry about that. So it's Garre.
TTSVILLE.
Okay.
Drive.
Got it. And this is in Houston, Texas?
Pearland, Texas. 775.
Oh, it's in Pearland.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And what is your name, sir?
Sam.
Sam, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great, Sam. I just want to say thank you for calling. My name is Steven, and I am with Sage Fetus Property Group. And what we do is we buy properties off the market. You don't have to worry about real estate agents, and you can avoid all the high commission and fees. And we just close very quickly within 14 to 30 days.
Okay.
If this is something that you're interested in doing, I would love to come out and take a look at the property. Is that okay with you, Sam?
Sure.
Okay, great. All right. Now, if you don't mind me asking, why are you even interested in selling this home?
I'm downsizing.
You're downsizing. Okay, great. All right. Now, how many bedrooms and how many baths is it?
It is 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3360 square feet.
Okay, great. All right. And when are you looking to sell this home? When are you looking to close?
This month.
This month. Okay. Are you free anytime? Is this property vacant right now?
No, I'm living in it.
You're living in it. Okay, great. All right. Now, where are you going to move to once I buy this property from you?
To an apartment.
To an apartment. Okay, great. All right. Do you have a mortgage on this home right now?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you have left on the mortgage?
150,000.
You have 150,000 left. Okay. How much did you get the mortgage for when you bought the home?
250,000.
250,000. Okay, great. All right. Now, what are you thinking your property is appraised for right now? How much are you willing to sell it for?
I'm willing to sell it. It's appraised at 290,000.
At 200, and you want to sell it at 290?
That's appraised value is 290,000.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take a look at some things here now. Have you made any upgrades or repairs to this property within the past 5 years?
No.
No, you have not. When was this house built? What year?
1996.
It was built in 96. Okay. Have you made any updates at all to the property? Are you the first owner of the home?
Yes.
Okay, great.
No.
All right, cool.
No.
Okay, are you free anytime tomorrow for me to come out to the property and look at it?
Yes.
What time tomorrow works for you?
At 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, Sam, I will give you a call at 9 a.m. to confirm, and I will be there 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, great. My name is Steven, and I want to say thank you for giving me a call, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.